Tonight, busting a black marketeer
When people deal in illegal fish, they're dealing in cash.
and searching for a missing fisherman.
When the boat overturned, they were in this position. Two of them clung to the boat, the other guy swam off heading for the rock.
Under the overall command of David Turner, 24 MFish officers from Northland, Auckland and Tauranga have joined forces to bust a black market fishing operation in the Bay of Islands. They believe illegal quantities of fish such as snapper and flounder are being supplied to an Auckland fish shop. The suspects have been under surveillance for 5 weeks and now it's time to move in for Operation Today. Routine paperwork checks tipped off MFish that the offender rock lobster was catching far more fish than he was declaring.
When you look at what they've been recording on their returns, not even one of them could survive on the amount of money that they were making from what they were recording.
We did some surveillance on them and it quickly became quite obvious that they were selling the excess fish that they weren't declaring through the fish shop in Auckland.
MFish know the exchange of fish takes place in Ruakaka, south of Whangarei, so they'll shadow the man they've dubbed Rock Lobster to the rendezvous. Ricky Ratapu is holed up in Opua, waiting for Rock Lobster to drive by.
The surveillance is, it's really exciting. It's a bit of an adrenaline buzz at times. You maintain quite a clear vision of what's going on. You know, all your senses are at their peak. And yeah, you just go and run.
The rain sets in, which should work in Ricky's favour by keeping his cover.
Here we go.
Finally, the call comes through that Rock Lobster is approaching in a white truck.
He's heading north. Okay. Here goes Rock Lobster, mate. Hang on. Nadia, Rock Lobster's just gone past me. We're off.
True to form, the black marketeer is taking the same route as previous weeks.
So we know now that that there is going to be a drop-off. The truck has bins of product aboard it, and he has to take it somewhere.
Further south in Waipu Cove, the Auckland end of the operation are killing time, waiting for the fish shop owner they've nicknamed Charlie to head north for the pickup.
Yeah, so we're out of here in 20 minutes.
Gary McInerney checks some last-minute details before his team move into position.
Right, let's go. We've had the call that we're expecting to see the vehicle coming into the transaction point, so we're just getting in there to see if we can get a look at it as it goes through, so that we all know what we're going to be tailing when it comes out with the payload, basically, and we're going to follow it back to South Auckland without him knowing that we're there, and surprise him in the act of unloading all of his illegal fish into his shop.
Meanwhile, Ricky and his mobile surveillance team have successfully completed phase 1.
Rock Lobster is making a move to turn off. He's now turning off. Rock Lobster has turned off into Marsden Point Road. Interesting thing about this termination phase of the operation is that we've got 10 teams involved doing different things at different times of this operation. So communication is a key in getting a result.
MFish now know that both Charlie and Rock Lobster have arrived at the pickup point. A static surveillance team is watching the exchange itself, but from their previous week's observations, they know what Charlie's MO will be.
He will look at the house, he'll drive past it and come back around, and he'll muck around around near the house for a little while, and then he will back into the rendezvous house. He'll back straight up to the truck, and they will exchange the product.
He's basically turned up, the truck's already there, and they'll be loading up the van with bins of fish shortly, and we'll be getting ready to pick up the tail. Phase 2.
The comms are momentarily down when a white van goes tearing past.
That looks like our man. It's the one up, and it looks like it. Over.
Yeah, roger. I'll take it home.
Can you confirm whether that van is our van, Steph?
Yep, the van just went past the beach camping ground. Past the way station.
Yeah, roger. Yeah, well, we're on the road now too then.
We're heading from north. Is that definitely our van?
Yeah, affirmative. He's just gone past the Waipu golf course. This shows you how easy they can slip through. A lot of white vans on the road.
I can't see diddly in this rain. Yeah, no visual at the moment. Yeah, just keep calling it, John. We'll probably catch you on the hills. Okay, mate. Don't panic too much, fellas. He's got the hill, so we should get him on the hill.
All units are on high alert, and for the moment, Charlie is lost from view.
He's out now and he's filling up his truck. Time is 16:08. Rock Lobster is called into the Gulf Station. I'm going to do a bit of a loop around it and go back south and then come back through behind it.
But disaster strikes. Ricky loses sight of Rock Lobster and then catches a red light.
Other than driving along the footpath, I'm pretty well stuck. Get up. We'll get up there as quick as possible. Okay, matey. Shoot. The other guys have been caught at the lights. So at this time we've lost Rock Lobster.
But suddenly the call comes through that there's a white van up ahead.
I'm not cover now. I'm just going to get a little bit closer and see if I can confirm the rego just to make sure.
Yeah, I'll race up and have a look. Come on. Hey, Baz, if you get an eyeball on him, let us know, will you? Because I'm just trying to catch up to this other white van who could be our man. Over.
It's their man, all right. They're back on track. No such luck for Ricky, who's on the phone to headquarters in Whangarei for instructions. He decides to double back.
Okay then. Rightio. See you. Okay, I'm going to head back into town, town ways, see if he has pulled off. At Burger King or something like that.
And then a stroke of good fortune.
My bet is this is Rock Lobster here. Here he comes now. Okay, I'll make the right hand turn. One person on board. You beauty.
The police are going to stop the truck at a pre-arranged point, and a police car pulls out to join the convoy.
Okay, the police are about to pull over Rock Lobster now. 1657, Rock Lobster is being pulled over by the police.
Fishery officers have to be present at the arrest, and Ricky's made it just in time.
Richard Radapu, Fishery Officer.
Okay. And you're also going to prepare the future yourself. Understand what I'm saying? Just step right there, please.
It doesn't look good for the suspect, who has a wad of cash in his back pocket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Counted $900. It's good that we found cash on them. That's really good. Shows that a transaction may have taken place. What we're dealing with is, illegal fish. And so when people deal in illegal fish, they're dealing in cash. And that cash should equate to the amount of fish that we've seen come off the boat. Just bins. Just looking for fish product. If you did have fish product here, what we got is fish bins, probably from the changeover.
And there's an interesting find in the cab of the truck.
So what we've got here is a diary with stuff in it, with names and stuff like that. What we've got here is a record of people that he's been talking with on an ongoing basis.
The truck is seized and the police take the suspect back to Whangarei for questioning. Ricky will attend the interview on behalf of MFish. Gary McInerney's still on the road, tailing Charlie back into Auckland.
2 of many, 3 of many. He's just going hard. He's going hard on the Hamilton-Manukau road, so that's good. Because this guy's quite erratic, so trying to follow him through the traffic, if he gets a break and you don't, you're wedged in, you're boxed in. In the right lane, turning left.
Stationary is the next step.
They finally make it to South Auckland, where the man's fish shop is situated. It's the moment Gary's been waiting for.
Yeah, roger that. Yep, he's turned up and now he's back into his shop.
Yeah, roger, we're waiting your call.
Still backing up, no activity behind the shop.
Roger that.
Time to move in. Gary wants to catch the man red-handed, so he heads round to the rear of the shop where Charlie's unloading the fish.
In the back of here. There we go there. Yep, we're there. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hello. What's your name?
Yeah?
Your name, sir?
Kim. Yeah, Kim.
Yeah, I'm a fisheries officer. Gary McInerney is my name.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
How good is your English, Mr. Kim?
Yeah, Kim, English, yeah.
English is not good?
Huh?
You're right. You're just right here. So your English is not so good?
Yeah, no, English is little.
Very poor. Very poor. You're the owner and the manager of this business, are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Why?
We're going to have a talk to you, Mr. Kim, but I'm a bit concerned about the language. Do you have any of your people here that can speak English and you're Korean, are you, sir?
Yeah, Korean.
Korean, yeah. What we're going to do is we've got a real language problem. Mr. Kim doesn't understand anything I'm telling him.
You speak good English?
English little.
Well, I've spoken to you before, you speak good English.
English little, yeah.
Only little, yeah, well. Mr. Kim, you come with me, please?
There's a huge amount of work to be done to process the evidence at the fish shop, but Gary is hampered by the language barrier, and he can't begin the process until a Bill of Rights caution can be read to the suspect. Further north, where the black market fishing is claimed to have taken place, M-Fish are conducting a search of the house, and they've already found a lot more than they bargained for.
3 firearms, 3 boxes of ammunition. No licence.
A search of the house turns up plenty of evidence, but not surprisingly, the dealings with Mr. Kim in Auckland don't appear to have been recorded. After interviewing one of the occupants of the house, M-Fish move on to a second residence to see what they can find there. Officer West Hill interviews a second man to determine his involvement, but he claims he knows nothing about it and was only lending the man his boat. All equipment that may have been used in the offence will be seized, and that includes the 32-foot fishing vessel.
Whether or not it belongs to them, it doesn't matter. There is another issue with this guy here, in that if he's knowingly allowed his premises to be used, then he can also commits an offence. Depending on what other equipment or whatever assistance he gave them, then that property may well be forfeit as well.
The boat in question is taken to Opua Wharf and placed under security, and it looks unlikely that the owner will get it back. The legitimate side of their fishing business may also be ruined.
Jennifer? Yeah, hi, you've been talking to me, I'm Gary.
Gary?
Yes, that's right, yeah, hi.
Back at the fish shop, the arrival of an interpreter means that M-Fish can now search the premises, and the suspect can take a trip to the police station.
Mr. Kim's been found in possession of fish which he is offering, we think he's offering for sale in contravention of the Fisheries Act 1996, and also that he might be in possession of fish which hasn't been recorded properly under the provisions of the Fisheries Act 1996. There's 2 areas of concern here.
The team now face the huge task of collecting evidence, as well as counting all fish on the premises.
Another half bin of blue moki.
5 kilos snapper heads.
We've certainly stopped him in the throes of putting the fish in the chiller. He's got a lot of fish in there, and we've yet to really go through the dockets to see how well they stack up with what he's got on there. But that'll be quite telling when we finally get that sorted. See whether he's really where he's getting all that fish from, if he's doing the right thing.
It's been a great result, and back at MFish headquarters in Whangarei, Richard Knight contemplates the success of Operation today.
We'll be looking at what charges I'll put forward and recommend, and also the evidence we have to support those charges. There's probably quite a bit of firework for me coming up shortly, yeah. So I'll be putting that together and hopefully we'll have a strong case.
In all, the three men faced 18 serious charges laid under the Fisheries Act. They were convicted and fined a total of over $53,000, and vehicles and fishing vessels worth $96,000 were forfeited to the Crown. It's a beautiful morning on the Hauraki Gulf, but the Auckland Maritime Police have a grim task ahead of them, searching for a man whose dinghy capsized the previous night.
Yeah, we're just heading up to Whangaparā to look for a guy who went missing after he went swimming while he was fishing. Just going to show up there, pick up the dive squad, and they're going to go out and see if they can find him.
When the boat overturned, they were in this position, and two of them clung to the boat, and the other guy swam off heading for the rock. It appears people from all around these houses up here were where the phone calls came from. It was such a still night they could hear the commotion.
The Deodar 2 heads north to Whangaparā to meet the police dive squad who have flown up from Wellington.
We don't know how shallow it is, that's the way. Do you know the depths?
Just over 1 metre dead low, and it's dead low at 10.
The squad heads to the spot where the dinghy capsized the night before.
There's a road up there and a boat ramp over there, and where those two intersect is where the boat caps, or where they're supposed to be fishing apparently, so we'll just anchor here and then we'll stick the dive buoys in.
Basically what the guys are going to do is they lay a jack stay, and the group of us then go down on it and swim out in a line. Yeah, basically a grid pattern, and we swim along, do a search about 100 metres along the bottom of the shore, and then flip around and come back the other side, and hopefully with a bit of luck we find what we're looking for in the first one.
We've got the police helicopter Eagle up here. They're going to do an aerial search of the immediate area where the swimmer went missing to encompass the shoreline and just a little bit further out to sea, just to see if they can pick anything up.
To search the whole bay would take 2 days, so the squad focuses on the area where the man was last seen.
Generally a body will float. It could be between a period of 4 to 10 days at some point, float to the surface, and then it may sink again within 24 hours. Most people obviously sink to the bottom. Depends on the water temperature, things like what they've eaten, the size of the person.
Within 10 minutes, the divers are onto something.
Well, fishing rod.
Meanwhile, relatives of the missing man have arrived to help with the search.
We've got divers down here.
Yeah.
I'll take them over the other side. I'm going fishing, but I'm going to drop them off there.
They intend to go on the island and search the island, which, as long as they don't involve or get caught up with what we're doing.
Underwater, still more objects are turning up. The divers have found fishing rods, a tackle box, dead fish and beer bottles. They've located the exact spot where the dinghy capsized. The man was last seen swimming towards the island. And as the squad searches the area in between, they find some articles of clothing.
We found his clothing, so we've got the boat, found his clothing, and here's the island, indicating, like he said, he's obviously picked up his clothing, trying to help himself swim there. So we'll mark this clothing, complete this swim, and then we'll be obviously working towards the island, indicating where it's kind of heading.
And on the third dive of the day, the squad make the find they've been dreading, the missing man's body.
Well, at this stage on that swim, we've located the seats on the bottom. Now it's a matter of we'll just get some jobs for the boys to do.
When you're finished,
a couple of video camera, the scene, the previous stuff, the fishing rods, tools, the beer bottles, and then another group will go across and film the body, and then we'll recover him to the surface.
Adrian breaks the bad news to the man's relatives.
He was wearing a bit of clothing though, which might have dragged him down. It only takes like a mouthful of water, you know, and
clothing.
Bit of clothing, you know, no life jacket, mouthful of water. You know, it doesn't take much.
And after collecting the evidence, the squad returns to retrieve the body.
The Divers keep their mouthpieces in, obviously as a safety precaution. There's body fluid in the water as we're lifting the body out. We don't want to get contamination.
It's a sombre moment as the squad brings the body aboard. They hand the deceased over to an undertaker, who will take him to the coroner's office for an autopsy. And for the man's relatives and the police, it's a sad ending to a fishing trip that went tragically wrong.